up, YouTubers? Luis here. It's Wednesday. I'm actually going to try to film this pickup we have to do. I got to go pick up a 3500 HD dump truck that's loaded with concrete. This is actually an Allstate call. They called yesterday, but they didn't want to pay my rates, and lo and behold, 24 hours later is when they finally say, all right, you know, you're the only guy that can do this job. And the reason why I'm the only guy that can do this job, because I'm the only guy in the area with a flatbed that can carry that kind of weight. So the issue with his truck is he blew both dual rear wheels, and the only way you can do that with a heavy or a wrecker is you got to spin the damn thing around or start swapping tires, but who wants to do that on the highway? So anyways, I'm going to try to document as much of this as possible, so just bear with me. I know a lot of you guys at the tow show says you want to see me do more ride-alongs and stuff, so here you go. All right. Grab this guy off of 485. I just found out that he's in the center median, you know, so there's a slight possibility I might have to call highway patrol to come out and assist, because if he's on the grass and depending on the slant of the road, I can't pick him up there because of the risk of tipping my truck over when I start to bring the bed up. So he's aware. I told him that we might have to call highway patrol, which I'd hate to do, because there's always the chance that he might get hit with some violations because he's driving a commercial vehicle So this truck is so severely overloaded because of the concrete that's in here. This is just a 3500. You could actually see the dual rear tires almost touching because he's exceeded his working load limits of his tires. I believe these tires are probably just rated for 2,835 for a dual setup. But yeah, and all his weight's on this side of the truck. I could feel it when we were going down the road. I did tell him, he was unaware, so he's gonna have a talk with his staff about overloading stuff. But hey there, YouTubers, Luis here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video there. You know, that was a little bit of a learning experience, and that's why I'm going to start doing more of these tows. And the reason being why I say it's a learning experience is you actually got to see a severely overloaded vehicle. And that truck was very overloaded, and that's the reason why they ended up blowing those tires on the passenger side. And even though my truck can handle it, I could actually feel that the weight distribution, how they had it loaded, that all the weight was concentrated over the dual rear wheels of their vehicle, which is the side that they blew. And this is the importance of not overloading your equipment. You can see firsthand here, and what happens. It's not only does it affect, you know, that it's putting wear and tear on your equipment, but it's also jeopardizing steering and stopping. So I could only imagine that that truck steered like garbage. And the manager of that company, owner, whatever, you know, he pretty much stated that he's going to have a talk with his guys, because the reason why that happened was they didn't want to make 2 trips. They should have made 1 trip, so it wouldn't have been so expensive. But another thing too, I also want to touch base on is any 3/4 ton vehicle should not be going on Dodge 5500s. And you can see why. You know, that even though it's a 3500 there, empty, that truck easily sits 11.5. I would say if it had a pickup truck bed on there, you know, regular cab, same wheelbase, probably around 8,500. And if it's a 4-door, easily 10,000 pounds. So if you're moving those things on a Dodge 5500, you are just asking for trouble. Or an F550. Those type of vehicles need to be going on a 26,000 GVW truck or a 33 GVW like my Kenworth, and it's you'll be a lot safer. You're not going to attract the eyes of DOT. But anyways, that truck actually sat there for over 24 hours. Allstate actually was the one that called me for it, and I gave them a price yesterday. They said no. And I guess they tried to price shop, but the problem is I'm the only one in the area that's got a flatbed that can handle that kind of load. The only other way you could have towed it was if you would have spun it around on the highway and grabbed it from the rear with a medium-duty wrecker. But in the same token is you would have probably overloaded that front axle because of all the weight in the back of the dump. So could have potentially blown the 2 front tires. Now, I've got an account. I won't say what account it is, but I commonly see this day in and day out, especially with rental vehicles, renter trucks. People just overload them. And you know, my account's a small rental company here. I probably tow maybe 1 a month that have been severely overloaded, and either they blow the tires out or they break some kind of suspension component. But anyways, hit like and subscribe. I hope you guys learned something in this video. And if you got any questions, just leave a comment. Thanks.